It's actually quite a surprising match right there. It was quite a long fight also. They were actually just coming in,
Definitely.
not able to actually. Here comes a fight breaking out once again. It
Mateo has to
actually
be
looks like,
careful. Overwhelmed does almost connect. Anchor will use her ultimate to escape. Managing to do some damage onto the close, but now it's looking like the goal has to be careful here now. Looking for some more.
oh, well, the fight just broke out. A fight is actually stopped right there. Unskilled is actually coming back. Doing versus coming back in just to heal Mateo right barely over that wall, of course. Uh, God EU is actually farming up once again, but Kisletus is actually moving down into the jungle to take out the enemy sentry. It doesn't look like he's actually able to get caught off guard by Mateo. It looks like they're trying to come back in. The clones are actually coming out. Much more damage actually being produced. Mateo is actually extremely low. The Versa Judgment is coming out to keep up his team alive, but it does look like Mateo is actually able to take off Kisletus. And they're doing so much work for this enemy right here. God EU taking some quite damage back from the enemy Anka. Tail looks like he might go down. And will he? Yes, he will. But it looks like... Whoa! Reverse Judgment is actually coming out once again. Zane is trying to do so much work for his team right there to keep him alive. But God EU is actually able to get caught off guard by the captain. The fire is actually burning her. And will she be alive? Yes, she will. Kisalito is coming in right back onto that fight right there. A stun comes breaking out. Tenchi goes actually wanting to back off here. And yes, they will.
And what scoundrel here. My scout traps are having issues. However, I have found my way again. Having a little trouble.
Yes, but of course, looks like the enemy, Zane, is actually trying to take out the enemy sentry right there. Looks like he might get killed, and yes, he will by Teo. Versus Judgment is coming out to keep up his team alive. God EU might be taking some damage back. Yes, she will, and she will go down by the enemy Anka. Doesn't look so good right here for Les Cancerix. And actually, they were actually able to get taken out. Unfortunately, Camaretta is no wait. I think I got my priorities backwards.
Definitely, Crystal Sentries are so tanky, and the Blitz matches a lot tankier than you'd expect for a 3v3 match. Does provide to jump onto, and you feel a bit vulnerable with the enemy sentry helping out.
Alright, now I believe we have moved on to... Wait. Short-term memory is kicking in. Les Cancer won the first match, correct?
What
was that, Camaretta?
Camaretta won, yeah.
Camaretta won the first match. And Les Cancers just won this one. So, best out of 3. Now, actually, this is quite interesting. Oh. It's actually quite interesting because last week we had these two finals coming up against each other. And now it's actually on to the third and final match. So this is going to be quite interesting. Like I said before, this actually is going to be a quite devastating match for both teams. One of them will move on to the finals. The other one will not. It's quite unfortunate. I did want to see these two teams again into the finals, but we have actually seen here in the semifinals rather. Now we actually get on started with this next match right here. Hearing a lot of complaints with the lag. A couple MS right there, a couple few hundred of MS, so quite interesting.
Definitely, I'm feeling as well. I don't know if it's just his house involved is definitely affecting us. Just too much action going on with the Blitz. Can't quite handle it. Now,
Les Cancerix is... No. Don't get your priorities backwards. Cameretta is onto the left, and Les Cancer is onto the right now. So Teo's actually, no, I take that back. Tenchigo is coming with the Adagio, and Zane is coming with the Lance. Now they're both hovering. Les Cancer are here, hovering over Unskilled and Teo. So
looking to use those Silvernail ultimate talents just to absolutely dissect the enemy team with the triangle tripwires here from the God EU.
Yes, of course, but now coming back.
Mateo looking to perhaps dive through with her ultimate though on the anchor here. Definitely a good counter against Silvernail. However, perhaps with the Lance and the Adagio, Anchor might struggle if this Adagio goes with the healing burst.
Yeah, but now it looks like the match is just right about to start, right after the Halcyon for the first 15 points to win the final match of the semifinals between Cameretta onto the left and Les Cancerix on the right.
Definitely seeing out Triwire and Verse come out on the side of blue here. Looking perhaps to try find an early Crystal Sentry.
Now it looks like the both healing versus judgment is gonna pop right there. The tripwire is actually able to do so much work for Cameretta. Now it looks like Teo's actually gonna come right back on in to do some work himself, but it looks like he is gonna take some damage. Return Unskilled is going quite low also, followed by Tenchigo. Tenchigo looks like he wants to back out. Looks like the enemy team wants to back out, but Tenchigo is getting himself quite stunned off. Teo is staying alive, but it doesn't look like Unskilled has having a very happy ending right there. Tenchigo will be taken out also, and Teo was the only one to survive, giving them a 5-0 lead. Coming right back on into the fight. Lance is going to be taken out. No, he will not. The healing burst is going to keep him alive, and Teo will be coming in. Suicidal. Gotta be you right there, taunting a little bit to show that they are the better team.
Maceo getting a little too hungry, my friend. You got diced by the last into that Giphy wall in the stun. Trying to do it again with the Crystal Sentry. That advantage, just baiting the side of Tenchigo and Unskilled and Mateo in with the Crystal Sentry and jumping straight onto them. Have a little
now
bit
it looks
fight.
like right back onto the top lane. Kiss Litas is going to be completely ignored by Unskilled. Unskilled actually really wants to go for that enemy silver now. Right
Triwire splitting up the team.
Yeah, Zane is going to be down there taking out the Crystal Sentry. They haven't realized it until a little bit too late, giving him a 2-0 lead. Les Cancer is actually able to find their first point. Finally, Taylor doing some massive amount of work right there. There goes into the clones. The Silvernails ultimate is going to come back. The Tripwires are just going to finish him off.
Yeah, outplayed. That was absolutely brilliant from the God E. Locked down with a Triwire, and there was no escape from the side of Maceo.
And now looks like they're coming right back on here into the fight. Looks like they are going to be chased down. The tripwire is going to come out. The impale is going to land. The healing burst is going to be stopped. And the healing burst from Kiss Leaders is going to be taken. And Unskilled is going to be taken out, giving them the win. To Cameretta will be moving on to the finals up against Unicorn X. Congratulations. We will see you guys right back on.
Definitely strong. They absolutely demolished the enemy team, making sure that they just played so well and they focused down. Definitely really wanted to with that anchor, making sure that anchor couldn't get on top of the enemy side and couldn't take down the side of Cameretta.
Now, if we will come back right in through here, excuse us for a little minute, and we will be coming back in through here as our finals of Cameretta versus Unicorn X. gotta start with you.
Okay.
Coming back into the finals for EZL Week 2. I just completely cut off Highland Wolf right there.
I know. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. It's okay. It's okay. We're getting into the finals, and we are having an absolutely crazy matchup. So who have we got here? We got Unicorn X versus Camarasa. I cannot pronounce that to save my life.
Camaretta.
Camarasa.
Yeah, like a Camaro, but like an Edda at the end, you know?
Goodness me, so many different terminologies here. Ugh, it's not too late at night for me. Goodness me, but we got Lolly, Una, Rickodu, 77, and Broboski on the side of Unicorn X and Camaressa. I got it right, Stamp. Zosane, Ligori, and Kiss Leaders.
Yes, of course. But now spare yourself, actually, because when next week comes in, we have Potnaya Katka.
Oh my goodness.
Quite a long name, so be prepared for that.
I will certainly need to learn that one a few times.
Oh yeah, do not worry with that. But
is this a vibe coming in? This I know, Rick. This seems like one of those troll picks, but I don't know. It depends on the talents that he's got on Rhyme. Both lands on both sides of Camarasa and Unicorn X. Both in Adagio. Just this difference between the Triwires and wherever Rick decides to go. We'll go with the epic talent on the Long Winter. Fortified Health gonna be definitely something that he's looking at, as well as a healing from the healing verse from the Adagio.
Yes, but of course now we're gonna start on to the final match of the EU Week 2 finals between the Unicorn X onto the left.
Definitely on the left. Looking like the standard builds on the lands with the Aftershock. Rick going for a Dragon's Eye, looking up to build some damage, but can't quite find his Winter Spires onto Zosane, who's so slippery, dodging and dipping out of everywhere.
Now, actually, here, right there, Zane is actually taking some quite amount of damage, and his regular old plan to sneak in and take the out the enemy sentry is not working out so well. Unicorn X actually is trying to stop him. They're trying to eliminate the Zane. Zane is glitching on my screen, of course, but the healing verse is coming out. He heals his own teammates to keep him alive. Zane is going to be kept alive by Kiss Leaders. Right back here, still onto the jungle. Does look like Kiss Leaders is going to be caught off guard by Rick. Rick might be actually able to finish him off, and no, he isn't. He's going to run low, and War Trance is going to be popped off. Now focusing right back onto the top lane. Oh my goodness! Zane! Taking out the enemy Crystal Sentry. What a play! Yes, his plan A worked out very well.
Definitely what a play. However, his Rhyme with the defense. Oh, hang on, another fight.
Now coming right back here onto the fight again. Double healing versus Judgment is going to be popped off right there. The tripwire actually going to be coming out. The Githing one pushing onto the tripwire to keep them stunned. The Impale is going to keep him out alive right there. Zane is going to be quite low, but Rick is even lower. Rick might actually go down, and no, he will not. The Githing wall is going to keep him up alive, and there he will. He will fall. But it does look like Kiss Leaders is pushing. No, he actually is not. It's Broski. He's pushing himself a little bit too far right there. Looks like Camaretta is finding up their rhythm, finally taking out the lead right there. Get the wall, keeping himself just barely alive. Lolly Uni, especially they taken out. Quite unfortunate for Unicorn X here, and now it does look like they have their eyes onto the Sentry or Terran, excuse me.
Rhyme just really needs to avoid standing. He gets trapped in a Triwire and not stunned. No.
Now it does look like a fight's gonna break out. The Terran actually is gonna go down. The healing verse is going to keep himself alive, just barely though. Kiss Leaders is going to be right into the middle of that, of course. Zane is going to keep himself out into the edge right there. Healing verse does keep his own teammates alive, especially Zane. Zane is going quite low. And Broski is going to be taken out. Quite unfortunate for...
Unfortunately, Rhyme finding stun, just get separated by that Triwire. Rhyme also with a armor now in 3.8, that armor doesn't provide any shield. In with double crystal power on the side of Camaressa.
But now it does look like another fight is going to break out. The healing verse is going to come out quite a little bit early, not as expected as he wanted. Rhyme is going to be quite low. Rick actually might be taken out once again, and yes, he will. He goes 0-3, not really so much hope for his team right there. Quite unfortunate. The Lolly are not able to roll over. and Ashley is gonna get himself caught off right there. Broski does not want to sacrifice himself, able to use a war chest to keep himself alive, staying near Crystal Sentry. Crystal Sentry does not care. Crystal Sentry, you are so useless. The healing word is not able to come out. Be stunned by the gifting wall. Rick coming in to save his own teammate right there. Will he actually be able to keep him alive? Healing verse does come out to keep Kiss lead us alive, and they might actually win. And yes, they will. An 0-15 lead for Cameretta.
Dissecting their food here on this side of Unicorn. I think we're bringing in Unicorn tonight.
Congratulations to Cameretta actually winning that first match right here, boosting their own confidence. They actually will come in through the second round very confident. Unicorn X might want to change up some things right there. It does not look like Rhyme was actually able to do very much help. Of course, the Spellfire, the Dragon Eye, also a very good build for a regular fight, but not for Blitz. Quite unfortunate.
Unfortunately, that Rhyme just built into the wrong defense here. Building in armor with a double CP on the enemy side with Cameretta does not what you want. And in 3.8 with armor, not giving any shield as well, that's just such a mistake on the side of Rhyme.
Yes, but now it looks like if we might end up into the last match right here. If Cameretta is able to put this right on, set it in stone. Oh, I can't even find my words right now. That was such an amazing match. If Cameretta is gonna be able to put this match set into stone, this will be a 2-0 win. A very quick finals, of course. But now it does look like we need to see if both teams are ready.
Looking to see Hope X tried to come back. They definitely just change up their play style. Definitely you have to be careful of that Silver Nail as well. Going in with that Silver Nail and the Tri-Wires and using the Crystal Power, if you step over that tripwire and you get silenced, not only are you getting, you're also getting massive damage done to you. And with the Spellfire as well, there's so much damage from this Silver Nail. Absolutely can just destroy the cut targets with the help of Lance.
Yeah, it does look like Unicorn X is not ready.
Alright, well, we'll just take a little bit longer to get into. However, what do you think that Unicorn X have to change?
This is their first time into the finals for the EU split. This has only been a second week also, so I do not blame them. But I feel like their Rhyme was not a very good pick by Rick. They definitely need a Lance and the Adagio. Now, Baron has been banned, so we are cannot. If they did have them, we will keep looking forward to that. But unfortunately, they have not banned a Lance or the Baron. But it does look like both teams are going to be ready. Wait.
Rhyme definitely with using the Dragon's Eye and not only with the armor, but also the build from with the Dragon's Eye. If you have eyes and with fights also being so quick, you can't build up your Dragon's Eye. It would be much better to go with the Shatter Glass and have that raw burst damage just from the start of the team fight. Also, I feel like Zozane getting a bit of disconnection issues. EU not being kind to us today. However, I feel like if Unicorn X just draft a little bit better and draft a composition that can counteract such a heavy dive composition, maybe looking at a Silvernail himself to separate that land, just make sure he can't just completely dive onto your team. Perhaps something that can also give protection like that Adagio with a healing burst.
Now it does look like both sides are ready. Now finally we're actually able to get into this match once again. EU is not being very helpful with us today. Please server, work with us.
SCMC help.
But now it does look like the insta lock from God EU with a scarf. Ooh, very interesting pick right there. His name coming in with a lance, keeping that.
Definitely
So we
looking
have received the word.
Oh, yep.
We have
To hide the
word
pick. Hide the pick. Hide them. Hide them in your pocket.
So like we received word from a lady, telling us to shut up for the pick. So enjoy the intermission. Nah, but I'm actually hoping to see out with this finals match right here. If Canada is gonna be able to put this one into the bag, they were last week's run up for the champions. So this is gonna be quite interesting for Unicorn next.
Definitely an important match coming up here. Going into the match, I'm getting a little bit of connection. Going in, loading into the match. I will be on to the Halcyon Fold in a moment.
Alright, until then, we do have Zane with the Pinnacle Lance, God EU with the Scarf, and Kiss Leaders with a Flicker. Whoa, this is a very different pick from Cameretta. I'm not sure what they are doing, but they do have the Lance, like I stated before, that they will actually need the most. Broski is coming with the Arden. I mean,
it's a shame that Unicorn X have picked a really heavy dive composition, because I really don't understand the side of Cameretta. You've got a Flicker and a Lance, which are both looking to dive on the enemy team, but then it's got a Scarf.
So man, it does look like God EU is actually able to do some very much. Their Scarf actually doing so much damage. The healing was forced to come out for himself. Broski might be taken out right here. Oh my goodness, he getting wall stun onto everybody. He's actually able to do so much work right there. God EU will be taken out, unfortunately. But it does look like Broski might be taken out also. And will he? And yes, he will. Lance is actually able to finish him off. But Kiss Leaders will be taken out. Zane might be the only one still standing alive. And will he be actually taken out? He's waiting onto the enemy side, waiting for the roll, and yes, there he goes.
Definitely this Scarf, not a very good pick with this Lance and this Flicker. Scarf, a little bit too squishy to be on.
But now it does look like Zane is trying to distract the enemy right there. Rick is taking up that bait. God EU really wants to take down the first turn right there. If they aren't actually able to get finished off right there, yes they will. They actually will be able to take that first tier 1 turn. The bait does work. Zane is gonna be rolling right back on into the fight. Not quite sure what he was thinking right there. Whoa, no, the boost actually not able to save him out alive, because the Archer was able just barely to get that basic attack coming on in.
Got to be careful here. Is my Scarf, so many Spitfires, rainbow colors everywhere. Healing bursts will come out.
But now it does look like his leaders is going to be split up onto the other wrong side, but he actually will be taken out, leaving them to a 4-7 downfall right now. Zane, they looks like they really have their eyes on the prize with the enemy turret right there. And then trying his best to keep God EU alive, but God EU really does flee back from that fight right there. There goes the Fleer's ultimate, keeping out the enemies, or keeping out Zane quiet, but Zane does allow him to be able to get caught off guard right there with the scout camp. The impale does land. There's barely enough right there. Flicker's ultimate is gonna work once again, but they do have a sentry. I mean, the scout cam right there into the bush, just barely missing both impales. The Glythian wall actually able to land right. The reinforced wall is able to be working out as well as planned. Broski actually is going to be quite low. He actually will be taken low. Well, now with the healing burst, is exactly going to pop right there. God EU actually is going to be taken out. No, he will not. Black Feather actually gets to on flip side of the table right there. The Rick actually is going to be taken out himself. Broski might be eliminated here. And he is quite actually on the run. The Githian wall actually is able to get him stunned, followed up by the slow from the Flicker. The Goop and the Spitfire doing out their job actually will not fall down. Broski just barely surviving, coming right back down here into the fight. Lolly Unia actually it might be taken out. No, actually God EU will. This leader is going to be split up from Zane. Zane not able to do so much right there. It looks like the gifted wall is going to work once again. The reinforced wall to keep their own team alive.
Looking for his crystal sentry. Zane would be silly to try go for it and go all the way in, but he's gonna do it. He's gonna try to do it.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Putting up their team between the 8 and 9 lead, closing the gap just a little bit further. The Flicker's ultimate will be popping out right there just to keep himself barely alive. Now, it does look like Scarf really wants to push onto the enemy turn. He actually is just going to go straight for it. But now, there looks like they're not taking up that bait right there. Scarf will actually might be able to finish up that job. Lance is going to port back home. They will take out the turn. Now, coming back in through the jungle here. Flicker's been doing up a job, keeping it at 11 and 9. but they do look like they have their eyes on something else. Onto the Sentry right there, but directly onto the opposite side, coming in through here. It does look like Zane does also want to take out that Sentry. God
Have
EU
to
really
go
wants to push up
back.
onto that lane right there. Zane really needs to take out this Sentry right here to put his team up into the lead. But it does look like they're going to split push, of course. Zane actually, if he actually is able to keep himself alive or just able to take him out. And yes, he will. Yes, he will. Putting up their team at 14 and 13
Spitfires
lead.
come
This is such an amazing fight right here. It does look like Lovely Unio really doesn't want to recall back home.
back
Yes, they will.
to
They
the
will finish off the
game.
game. Camarada wins the finals. Split 2. What an amazing match from these two teams.
That was an absolutely amazing match. Was this Scarf push turret meta on Blitz? Oh, that was an absolutely beautiful plays from the Scarf. Managing to stay back on those team fights after that first team fight went a little bit wrong for Scarf getting caught out. And then changing over to the turrets and managing to just secure those turrets. You saw Scarf push down 3 turrets. 9 points of the side of Camaretta were from that Scarf pushing the turrets. And they were so focused on trying to kill the team that they didn't actually notice that that Scarf was just pushing into their turrets. That Scarf should have been stopped with recalls.
Yeah, it does look like they were taking out. That bait was working out so well from that lamp right there. Zane actually able to do so much work for his team. But that does look like they're actually able to conclude the EU split week 2 final for the talent show.
Definitely a great competition. Looking to see next week if Unicorn X can get some revenge on Camaretta. Got to be a little salty after getting to the finals and almost winning that second match to bring it back to a game 3.
And now congratulations to Camaretta, actually able to win that match right there. We are signing off. I have been your host, Data Zook, with followed Highland Wolf to be
Thank you very
much.
Thank you very much for having me. And that'll be me signing off as well. And thank you everyone for coming to watch the stream. And thank you for watching the EZL tournament.
And
Thank you
I
so much,
will be
everybody.
looking for someone to host. So don't you guys go anywhere. So Vainglory is currently streaming the VPL All-Stars. So I suppose you guys will want to watch that. So let me go ahead and host that one and throw that over to Vainglory. Thank you guys all so much for coming out. And we shall see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.